Good evening, my name's Jason Debley, and tonight I'm going to review, by popular request, a rum from Guatemala, Zacapa, Sistema 23 Solera, Gran Reserva rum. So it's a Guatemalan rum. A lot of people on my blog, I have a blog called Jason Scotch Whiskey Reviews, and they've left comments over the years to review this particular rum. And it hasn't been available where I live until now. So I picked up a bottle and we're going to review it. Before I go there, you're probably wondering, is this a 23-year-old rum? And the answer is no. There is no age statement. It does have the number 23 on it, but it's a little confusing. It might be referring to the fact that this rum is aged at a height of 2,300 meters above sea level, according to the back of the bottle, in the Guatemalan highlands, or the 23 might refer to the oldest rum composing this blend of rums. So it's a blend of rums ranging from 6 years to 23 years, making up this product. And the other thing on the label that you might want to note is Solera. Solera, I think, means soil or dirt, and it's a Spanish term referring to a Spanish process for aging and blending of sherry traditionally. But here the Solera system on the label indicates that Zacapa uses some sort of Solera system to age and blend the rum, making up this spirit. And what is the Solera system? I did some reading online, having not visited Guatemala to actually see the production facility, even if they would let me in. But the Solera system traditionally in Spain, and Guatemala being a former Spanish colony, may have adopted this, and that is for the aging of sherry. Imagine, like, say, 5 rows of casks, and the casks on the bottom row on the ground are the oldest sherry, and then the sherry in the rows above in various casks are older sherry. And the notion is that as you draw the sherry out of the bottom ground cask, or the Solera cask, then you would replace it with some younger sherry from the second row, and so on, to the top row where you pour in the old sherry. I mean the young sherry, fresh out. Similarly, in rum production is the notion that the youngest rum goes into the top row barrel, and then it kind of filters down or is placed into barrels as you draw out the oldest rum on the ground floor. That is the theory. Apparently there's a lot of dispute whether that's actually practiced by rum producers. But that's the point of the word Solera. Okay, moving on. Cork stopper, which indicates this is not your economy rum with a twist-off cap. 750 milliliter format, 40% alcohol by volume. And what else can I tell you? This rum is made by a first pressing of sugarcane, and that sugarcane juice, actually the sugarcane is sourced, I believe, from southern Guatemala, and that sugarcane juice is then used, is fermented with a proprietary pineapple yeast, apparently. And actually rum producers are very guarded about their proprietary yeast. So once it's fermented, it is then distilled in copper-lined column stills, and after distillation it goes up to the highlands of Guatemala, apparently, according to the back of this tube, 2,300 meters above sea level for aging. And the aging is done in a variety of wood casks. Ex-sherry, ex-bourbon, Ximenez, Pedro Ximenez casks. So you've got a variety of wood there. Okay, let's get on to the nose here. Oh, the price point. Not cheap, but not super expensive. There are many rums a lot more money. So this is kind of in the middle of the road. It's marketed as a premium rum. And I would give it that. It is a premium rum, but it's not super expensive. On the nose, it's nice. It's not offensive. You're getting vanilla, oak, kind of a molasses going on, even though this rum is not produced from molasses. It's produced from a virgin pressing of sugarcane, which also tells you it's good quality. Dried orange peel. Okay, let's try the palate now. This rum is sweet, rounded, not offensive in any way, viscous, luscious, rich, orange peel, mahogany, butterscotch, caramel, bruised tangerines. By the late palate to the finish, you're getting like French roast black coffee, cinnamon. The finish is long. There's a bit of spice by the end of the drinking experience. This is a good rum. It's good. It's a good product of Guatemala. Criticisms. Now, this is just my own personal opinion. I prefer dry rum. Like my rum being quite dry. Kind of like cognac. I like the cognac to be drier. But this rum is not dry. And there's not much transition from when you first drink it till you finish. It's sweet. With maybe the sweetness evolves a little bit. By the finish it's more of a spiced cinnamon. But it's never drying. It's a sweet rum. And if you don't like sweet rum, if you're a connoisseur of rum, then this one might be one to skip. But I took an informal poll with my friends, and as you can tell, they liked it. And I think young people seem to really like it because it's smooth, approachable, and sweet. The older duffs like me appreciate it for what it is. A good product, a nice sipping rum, but I couldn't sip a lot of it because it's a little too much for me. The sweetness is never artificial or cheap, but it's just a little too much for me. Thank you for tuning in. Next week, I am going to review another rum. And this is Gosling's Old Rum Family Reserve. I had it many years ago, and as I recall, it was quite a dry rum. Hopefully it still is. We'll check it out next week. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe in these crazy COVID-19 times. Have a good evening.